How's it going, folks? Welcome back to my World of Warcraft Classic live stream. We're in the Classic era. We're on Artraxius again, like we did in the Classic Anniversary, but this is Classic era. And we're going to be playing him. Well, I guess we'll, this character, we'll just keep coming back to it, depending on what happens with the old Classic Plus. If that happens this year. But, yeah, otherwise, you know, we're just always going to come back to this guy. So he's going to be our character, which we take through and do, you know, this is a relaxing stream. Except when we're getting ganked by 1,000 bloody mobs. But for the most part, we kind of want to go all around the world. All around the world. So, yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So we're in Redridge at the moment, and we're going to... We've got to get some gore tusk snouts. That's right. Some crisp spider meat. I've got a quest to hand in. We've got those underbelly scales, so I'll hand those in soon. But I think we'll get the meats first, and the snouts. New funk. New here. What is WSP? But hello, welcome. Shot Nacho, hello, hello. I do see some copper vein over here. Let me mine that away. Let me chip away at that. Short for what's up? Oh, okay. I must be getting too old. I'm not down with the lingo. What's up is... Yeah, it just started. It just... literally started, so we're in Redridge, and we got some gore tusks to take down, some spider meats to grab. So I'm gonna do that. Now, if you do want to catch up with the entire series, you can do that. It's over at the AzerothDan stream archive. There are unlisted links on AzerothDan on the YouTube channel, but otherwise you can find the entire thing. The AzerothDan stream archive. You can watch from episode 1 all the way up to this. Well, you can watch up to this once it's actually been uploaded. Gots to do that first. Now, we didn't get any meat on that guy. Let's go over here. Do I have to sharpen up? Oh, I got 12 seconds to sharpen up. I got a level 8 priest looking for these kind of channels. Thanks, no problem. Yeah, so if you go to my AzerothDan YouTube channel, you actually will find a lot of this. We have a Classic Anniversary series, which started when Anniversary began. Currently going through Burning Crusade. A Tobin Mage. I saw something about Wrath of Lich King and then it disappeared. Gotta get these snouts. I think actually today I just hit 6,000 subscribers. I think. Unless somebody unsubbed. Thought it was a student. No, it's alright. Ask away. I'm not gonna... I would never make fun of anybody asking a question. I'm sure it's a totally valid question. Alright, I need this snout. So you gotta hit it in the right area so you don't destroy that sub. Don't destroy the sub. Don't destroy the snout. There it is. You got some chunks of boar meat. Now there's one piece of meat that I need to hang on to, and it's like, you'd think chunk of boar meat would be a pretty good cut, right? But we don't want that. That's garbage. We need ribs. Ribs only. Although later on I'll probably find out that I could have used that for some other recipe. Speaking of food, I probably should eat something. I've run out of sharpening stones as well, and my inventory is absolutely full. Do you choose a class you play based on class fantasy or gameplay style? I think traditionally I always go with a warrior. Like, that's sort of the first type of class I'll choose. So I guess it's probably gameplay. Gameplay related in a way. But also, I mean, the other side of it is, after playing that warrior, that first warrior that I ever made, and I didn't mean to get into it, but it just happened to be like, that was what was needed in the guild at the time. Nobody wanted to be a tank. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll give it a crack. And yeah, since then I always liked the idea of having a sword and board. I enjoyed that style as well. So I like having my two-hander, and I like having the sword and board going as well. So yeah, I guess it's a bit of both maybe, but initially it was just gameplay. Like I always liked the gameplay of just getting in there with a big sword. Like, you know, like I think I was coming out of playing like, what's that game? Final Fantasy, right? And it's always like this dude with a huge bloody sword, ridiculously sized sword. And I thought it was always funny. So I guess I kind of came from that. But yeah, these days I guess I'm always playing this type of character. I'm playing a sword, but things like Dark Souls and stuff really cemented it for me as well. Like I love that. I love just going in against a huge enemy, and you just got this little you got a little sword and a little shield. Hey, unelegance. Alright, I probably got to go back and sell because it's getting a bit too packed in. Although I mean, and it wasn't until recently, I say recently, it's probably been like last 5 years, but Rogue is another one that I quite enjoy. Although I don't know if I enjoy Rogue in any other game other than World of Warcraft. Like, I've tried it in a few, but it just doesn't seem to scratch that itch like it does in WoW Classic. But that's more of a recent option for classes.
Hey there.
Hey there. Is that it? That's all the junk I've got? Oh, I got some boar intes. That's junk. Chunk of boar, mate. That's junk. Some Sears gloves. Get rid of that. It's an inscribed leather, but actually it looks like a pretty good boot for a rogue out there. I mean, I guess... No, you're level 30.
See you around.
Any rogues about? Any rogues jumping around? You're a rogue. Let me look at your boots. Stop! Stop, criminal scum! Or, you know, scum. I don't know that. Nah, it's too fast. Too fast, too furious. Any rogues in here? Seen any rogues about? Kimberly? No? Oh, is it that? No, it's not the rogue. Oh man, I would have given him these boots too, but he just ran away. Alright, I suppose I'll just stash it for now. I can send things to myself, can't I? I actually don't know if I can do... Oh, is he coming back? Wait. Jeez, I'm not crazy about the name, but... What's he got? Oh no, he's got the Defias, which I think is maybe the same stats, isn't it? 51. It's actually got more agility. Alright. I'll just send it to myself. If I can. What else can I send? I guess this. Any other garbage I can send along? Gotta keep that. Yeah, inventory management's like the big thing, isn't it? Always having to manage it. Maybe those rocks. Some of that. Some of this. Although I probably will end up selling it anyway. Can I send it myself? You can't multi. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether I've actually done that before. I guess I've mailed it to different characters. I don't know what other characters I got on this server. Alright, I'll stuff it. I'll just sell it. Just make some quick cash.
Need help?
Quick cash, quick coin. Do 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 do. Get rid of that rough stone. I call goodbye. Keep that over there. Murloc fin for Murloc fin soup. And can we cook anything? Fishes! Fishes 91. Yo, what up? I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the, is it a call? It's called a super chat, I think. Super chat. Thank you very much. Dry pork ribs. Yes, let's make some of those.
Looking for something specific?
Welcome in on to the streamo. Hey, Imperial Victus.
What can I do for you?
Well, if you give me some mild spices, I can cook some more stuff up. I mean, it's only green, but I'd like to make it at least usable.
I buy and trade.
Yeah, there was a comment on the AzerothDan stream archive about the hesitation of creating a character, and I kind of felt that the same way, like at this point, just because BlizzCon's around the corner, and I want to make a classic Orc Shaman, right? But I'm hesitant to do it because,
Step on up.
yeah, if they just go ahead and announce Classic Plus and say it's coming out tomorrow, well then I don't want to start an Orc Shaman only to just say, well, I kind of want to jump on this thing right now, so... Yeah, I feel the same way, like it's potentially so close. But we don't know, do we? We just don't know. Clam meat. Alright, so that's good. Let's get rid of that. Now I just gotta make sure I use it. So we'll go ahead in this quest. And then we're back to snouts and crisp spider meat. You can already see there's some food starting to pile up. I really need to make use of it. Although the deep run kebabs I can probably get rid of right now.
Help you find something?
There's no point hanging on to that. And... yeah, that'll do. Hey Aussie Tim.
Travels.
Hey there.
Hey there.
You need something?
I know that greedy Argus will send someone to collect his scales if I don't give them to him soon. So, have you found those scales yet? I got 6 of them, buddy.
Greetings.
Oh, thanks. These will get me out of debt to Argus. And he's going to give us some black whelp boots. Which, I mean, it's got some stats on it, which is not bad, but I think I'll stick with what I've crafted. Same with that one. I'll just sell it.
Can I help you?
I'll just straight up sell it.
Help you find something?
Yeah, let's sell those. So the medium armor kit, probably should use that as well, eh? Because, again, it'll be another thing that's just in my inventory. So let's apply it to the Iron Forge breastplate, because I don't think I'm going to replace that anytime soon. And then, maybe these. Alright, we have more space. Now, we've got Everstill Bridge.
Good day to you.
I'll just quickly grab it because I want to see... No, it's all up there. Okay. So I'll leave that for now. I don't want to get too many things. Let's just focus on getting the crisp spider meat. There is also this quest over here. The encroaching gnolls, so I'll grab that too. And then we can do that in that area. And then eventually I've got to go down south and hand in this quest. Messenger to Darkshire. Got 7 minutes left on my rallying Dragon Slayer. So over here we go. Currently level 18, not too far away from 19. And I do want to go and do the dead mines, which I think will have to be, considering the time, I'd say we'll do that next stream at the start, because I should be in a good spot at this point. We've got, yeah, I've got like all these quests ready to go. So I'll be level 19 maybe and a half. So I shouldn't be a burden on any teams going in there. Because I had those quests like really early on, but I didn't really want to go in. Like a level 16 or 15 or whatever I had him at. I don't want to be the one that inches a bit too close and then pull in 3 mobs. And somebody has to deal with that. So on the channel on AzerothDan, we're currently playing through Classic Anniversary. We're in Burning Crusade. We've got the World of Warcraft Midnight, which we're currently going through Curse of Ulatek patch. And we've got the Return of the Orc Shaman that's playing in, I guess, modern WoW. But we're playing in the post-Cataclysm zones.
Light be with you.
That's the current series at the moment. And then, I imagine, well, we'll see. Could be Classic Plus next month. We'll see. They might announce and say, coming 2028! Encroaching Gnolls. Hail, Paladin. I'm charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although this road is safe for now, I've seen no encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering Gnoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the Gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage. Felden's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge to Lakeshire.
Go with honor, friend.
Go with honor. Hope he's enjoying that lunch. Sounds like story mode just released. Good news, it's the last 2 bosses this time. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, the whole story mode raid is nice. It is nice, but the concept's nice, but I mean, when they first announced it, it was like, yeah, that's perfect, right? That's great for all those people that don't have the time. I mean, some people don't raid, you know, they go and they do dungeons and that's it. Like that's what they got time for. They can go in and out of a dungeon or in a delve or whatever it is. And so getting story or completing the story by doing a story mode raid is quite nice. And when they initially announced it, I thought fantastic. Because not only do you get to go through and get the story and go in at your own pace, but you kind of get to see what fights are like, right? Because a lot of times when you go into LFR, there's a little bit of anxiety. I don't know about for everybody else. For me, there's a little bit of anxiety because usually I'm a tank. And so everyone's looking to you if that mob wanders off or it does something and you're not ready for it because you should have known. Even though you've never seen this boss before or encountered him before, you should just know. And I mean, at least early on, that's how I felt, but at least it gives you experience with the encounter. And having it as a story mode sounded great because then you get to do that with every single encounter, right? But that didn't work out. It ended up being just the final boss. Which, I mean, it was something, but I kind of felt like it was... You said this thing and it... in my mind anyway... It sounded like it would have been a great sort of practice for those who may want to go into, you know, LFR and then on to normal and so on, progress that way. A nice little training session, get to experience it. And then later on you go in the harder modes to get better loot, right? Like normal dungeons, heroic dungeons, now you got your follower dungeons, right? Well, but you get to do the whole dungeon, you don't just get the final boss. So I mean, two bosses is nice, but yeah, it would still be great if they extended that at least to yeah. Well, that's second last very story relevant, and I was worried it might get. Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, as long as they kept all the bosses that were relevant to story, you know, even if it ends up being like 4 bosses, you know, you have a bit of a, instead of you go off to the left, you go off to the right, you got to press some button to open something up, you know, like those 2 bosses maybe not as necessary story-wise, you know, more of a narrow corridor approach. You start from one end, you go to the other, you fight maybe 4 bosses and that's it. But they're the ones that are relevant to the story. So, oh well, that's good. I mean, if they're very story relevant, that's great. Encroaching gnolls? There are Red Ridge gnolls that close to Owen? They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here is your pay, though you bring us dire news, and it comes at a bad time, but we are ill-equipped to deal with it.
Need help?
But you, sir, you with your level 14 sword, haha! Assessing the threat. We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Red Ridge for gnolls, harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find these gnolls camped all along the southern road of Red Ridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, Artraxius, and you will be rewarded with 7 silver.
Be careful.
I don't know if that's a 7 silver job. That feels like at least a 7 gold job. Right? At least 7G. Alright, so we're going to get 10 mongrels. But we can also get them... we've got poachers over here, so there's a bit of a crossover now, which is good. Let's have another bite to eat. I started playing Elden Ring the other night. That's the first time. Well, actually, it's not my first time. I did play a number of years ago, but I got about as far. Yeah, in fact, the other night I got the furthest I've ever been. I managed to... What did I do? I went down to the beach. I fought some things there. I went through a cavern. I think it was a cavern. Yeah, it was a cavern. And it was like dark. Couldn't see anything. I didn't have a torch with me. And then suddenly I was in a boss fight. And then 1,000 dudes jumping at me. Went through that to the other side. Some island there, and I could join the Dragon Covenant or something. I didn't do that. I went back to where I started. Chunk of boar meat. Went back to where I started. And then I think I found another cave. I remember another cave was full of wolves. And then eventually I found a path leading up to... I think I needed to go to a castle. Fought some giants, some dudes. There were some ramparts there. Got to the top and then some boss jumped down and absolutely kicked my butt. I seem to be doing alright to about half health, and then he just starts popping out these hammers and... and then there's this flashy gold sword and... Oh man. Gonna take me a while to get back into that whole Dark Souls vibe. Absolutely love Dark Souls though. 1, 2, and 3. Jello Jube. Hey Jello. Just hit level 19. We got the last point in Blessing of Might. Now after that, I did want to get... I might get Seal of Crusader for now, to increase that, because I do use it quite a bit. And then I'd like to start looking and exploring, getting some of the protection abilities. Don't really want to be too close to these guys. There's a few of them. That poacher's pretty close. Trying to keep this guy in melee range. Ah, cool, but we're starting to get wool now. The perfect study background. Well, hope you wish you well in your studies. Studying for a test. Upcoming exam. Hey, Matterhorn. Three out of 6. We're gonna get that poacher. Maybe I'll just grab that thrasher. Experience is experience, right? Make a little bit of wiggle room there. Oh, I missed your message, Tobin. I'm always torn between choosing a main. I like all classes, but can't stick to a single one for long. I don't know what to choose, and I need help. You like all classes? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit, that'd make things a little difficult, eh? Like, I've just naturally got this thing where I don't like magical users. I don't like magical users for some reason. Like, I mean, I don't like playing them. So that just, you know, eliminates a whole batch. I will play a shaman though. I will play a shaman. I like, because I get in there with my melee, but I've got, you know, I guess in a way there's a bit of magic, right? The holy light. And, and same kind of like with shaman. But yeah, as a mage, as a warlock, I'm not really into those classes. So that eliminates all that. Priests, all that stuff. Perhaps it's more like ranged classes in general. Although I will play a hunter from time to time. A hunter and a ranger. I do like rangers. So yeah, that kind of isolates it a bit. And then I'm there. I've got all my classes, right? I got my paladin, my warrior, my shaman, and my rogue. Although I've messed around with Death Knight. I could never really get into it though. So yeah, I suppose it makes it easier when there's some classes which you're not feeling. But if you like absolutely every single one of them, it makes it a little bit tough. Got to put all the classes in a hat and just pull one out and go, that's it, I'm committed to this one. For 10 days, I'm only playing this one. And then see how much you really like it after playing it only that class for 10 days. It could be just to be like, oh, it's that brand new thing. It's a brand new shiny thing. And because you only spend a little bit of time with it each time, it's still shiny and new. Spend enough time with it, you might find that after a while, it's nice for a good couple levels. It's nice for a little bit here and there, but might not be your forever class. Alright, there's a bunch of dudes there. There's a bunch of dudes there. I might go to the other side because there's more spider meat there. We've got 1 out of 5. We're not doing too well with the spider meat, but I know there's a lot more spiders over here. Our snouts are almost complete. There's a hunter. Grizzle gut. Wonder if this is a reference to Always Sunny. Some of that. Get some buffing. Should buff myself. So we got 17 to 26 on the dead mines. Wonder what level I could go into the dead mines comfortably and survive against those skeletons, you know, the ones with the union cards and all that stuff. Hey Ray Joseph. Human vanilla zones are my favorite. They are. They're quite nice, aren't they? Especially, like, I mean, just this area. I mean, not this area. Don't worry about this. But these ones. This one can go to hell. These ones are good. This one gets stuffed. I always try my level best to avoid the veil. Avoid the STV. And I always end up there. There are some good quests there though. I think I'm just going back to my memory of first playing, being there trying to do a quest, because this was PvP realms, and trying my level best to get quests done, and then a horde character comes along and hits you in the head, and you're like, I gotta hit you in the head now, and now his friend's gonna hit me in the head, and my buddy's gonna hit that guy in the head, and we're all hitting each other in the head like idiots till 4 AM in the morning. Not a single quest complete. A lot of fun was had, but... Absolute war zone in STV. Come on, Tarantula, I want that crisp spider meat. Hand it over, fella. It's funny, isn't it? Like, you've got this huge tarantula. You need to get a little spider meat. Can't even find a sliver. Maybe I need a fiery sword or something. It's spider meat, but it ain't crisp. So FYI, these streams right now are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 AM, usually for about an hour. Sometimes an hour and a half, sometimes if I forget it's only 2 hours, but that's usually the length of the stream. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. The YouTube channel is AzerothDan. Twitch channel is AzerothDan as well. If you miss... This is part of a series, so if you feel like you'd like to watch it right from the beginning, you can do so at the AzerothDan stream archive on YouTube. And you can always check out my main channel, which is just AzerothDan, for World of Warcraft content in general. So we've got a Red Ridge Thrasher over there. You gonna bother me, pal? So when I say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's Australian. So currently it's 10:53 a.m. on a Wednesday. All the streams are scheduled on my YouTube channel as well as this channel on Twitch. So if you want to find out what that time is in your time zone and day, you just have to look that up. There's a bunch of them over here. Yeah, I don't really like that patrol. That's a problem. That's a problem. We can just pull out one or two. I got this mongrel and a thrasher. I guess I could take these two. That's no problem. Got to sharpen up as well. You see that, what he just put on me? Some sort of poison or something. That's what killed my hardcore rogue. That damn thing. My hardcore rogue died out here somewhere. Around about here. Oh man. The pain. The pain. Imperial Victors have been playing since January this year and have only tried Human Warrior, Night Elf Hunter, and a Wargod Rogue. So far, I think I'm enjoying the Hunter the most. Okay. Yeah, man, Hunter... I think the Hunter was the second class I tried. Paladin was actually way down the line. But yeah, the Hunter was the second one I really loved. And it was a Night Elf as well, Night Elf Hunter. And I always loved having those, there were these two axes, kind of black and there's jagged edge. But yeah, I really loved that look. And back then, I mean, back in Classic, you used melee abilities when they got too close. That was nice, you hit him with that, what was it, Raptor Strike and the Mongoose Bite or something like that. Yeah. There's one that slows them down. So I liked having those little abilities that I could use when they got too close. That was fun times. Always good to have a hunter in your raid team. Remember in Burning Crusade, that one hunter? Started meleeing everything. I was like, what are you doing? I've run out of arrows. Oh man, come on. I think one of our teammates actually started bringing a stack of arrows for that guy, just in case it happened again. Don't think he ever had to hand it over though. Alright, I need to sharpen up, so let's make this. Need a sharpening stone, please. In fact, let's make 4 of them. And have 5 in total. Blacksmithing's at 110, 111. We are 95 here. My first aid needs to be worked on a little bit. We're maxed out with cooking, which actually means I need to make a journey to the Night Elf lands, which I might do this stream. It's a hell of a journey as well. So I've got to go. I mean, first of all, I've got to make it to a boat, which is like all the way up here. Then I got to cross over to catch that boat all the way to near Teldrassil, arriving at Darkshore. I'm going to work my way all the way down south to Ashen Vale, and then out here, over here somewhere. I think it's here. Or could be here. It's one of the two. And, yeah, it's pretty far. No one knows how to cook beyond 150. No one. Only that one night elf. It's impossible. Or I could go look on the auction house, but that's not as fun. Now, I suppose there's the opportunity to do some questing out there too, seeing as the Red Ridge quests are like, yeah, 26, 23, 20. I could do a few things along the way. Like, they're all... It's actually all around my level. That's not the worst idea. Let's get this tarantula. Andrew McKinnon, I haven't played WoW since I was 13 or 14. It sounds a straight up nostalgia. Absolutely. Yep. And yeah, I mean, that and running through the forest in Teldrassil as well. I'm sure for the folks that play the hell out of like Horde characters. Durotar. Forsaken lands, Tauren areas. The dwarves. We don't talk about the gnomes. Sorry about the gnomes. Detective Pack, yo! Oh, and I gotta get these flight paths 2 eventually right. When I go for that book too, I usually press all the way to Ratchet. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Go around the sideway. Step around that horde area. Don't go through it. I have done that once. Walked straight through it and was surprised when they started attacking me. I forgot I wasn't playing a horde character. Yeah, what would be great is if, you know, if there is, we do get the Classic Plus, like, something would be nice is to have some extra music in these zones that is very much inspired what you're hearing right now. Like, just a little bit more variety would be nice, especially in Westfall. I feel like Westfall is very... You can almost fall asleep with that music. I definitely don't want it to be like I'm in a bloody nightclub all of a sudden, but just similar music, you know, very much inspired by what you hear. Just added to, not replaced. This music plus. I think they did that a little bit with the Cataclysm or post-Cataclysm areas. Give me a mongrel. Alright, so we're 6 out of 6 on the poachers. I just need mongrels. Plenty of mongrels. That. Some of this. Yeah, this thing right here. Oh no, that wasn't what killed me. That's just physical damage increased. No, it wasn't that. It was something that was ticking. Ticking damage. And I just couldn't do anything. Or in that moment I couldn't think to do anything. Got an upgrade there. Starting to get some wool bandages, which is nice. Get rid of these heavy linen bandages now. I'm gonna get that to 95. You are 6 out of 10. Still need that snout and that crisp spider meat. Yeah, and when we go and do that Dead Mines run, I still want to get this damn treasure. Didn't drop for me. We went up and down that coast like over one stream. Did not get it. What is your favorite zone of all time? I think, you know, I guess maybe because we're so close to it right now, but I do really enjoy Duskwood. Oops. Let me get the right one up. Duskwood. I really do enjoy that zone. And I very much look forward to it. And I'm very much sad when it's over and done with. I think it's got everything. But you got that, I guess, somewhat horror type of element to it. Finding all those ghouls and skeletons and all that. Maybe it's just because suddenly I'm in my element when I'm over there, right? A holy paladin fighting against the undead. But, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite. And it'd be hard to pick out of like the entire game, like if we're talking modern WoW and all those zones. I suppose the Hellfire Peninsula is quite special because the first time stepping through the old portal was quite amazing. Considering what, you know, what we were used to, what we saw previously, and then going through there was so strange. Even though we'd seen it a little bit in Warcraft 3 or 2 or 3. But yeah, that was a special moment. I guess same as in like arriving in the Howling Fjord in Northrend for the first time. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, probably Duskwood. Man, these spiders don't want to give up that crispy meat, do they? So I made that, but I didn't sharpen up. Maybe that's why. Oh, the rogue's here. The rogue is roguing around. What is your favorite zones? Which zone do you all like the most? Oh, hello. No meat. Huge spider, no meat. I like the Rambo storyline around. Yeah. I love that moment where he puts on his bandana, right? Around his head. It's like nice and slow. It's time. Very over the top, but perfect. Hey, Mosdine. More ribs. All right, we finally got all the ingredients for the goulash. We're still gonna get a few more gnolls though. I need more mongrels. Let's see if there's any more mongrels to take down. Hey, Light 2512. I think a cool idea would be to be able to sail in WoW. A bit like Minecraft, where you can craft boats or summon them. Like a mount and choose where to get on and off. Although I would spend my entire time deep sea fishing. Why not? Don't see anything wrong with this. I guess you could add more fishing spots, right? Like more pools. And perhaps special light be with you. There you go. Raiden. Light be with you. For the light. By the light. Yeah. So that sounds, I mean, that's a good idea. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I would, you could have a boat. Just trying to think of how people could exploit that. But, I mean, it sounds like a good idea. Like, you can have people going off the coast fishing. If somebody tries to attack you, does it despawn the boat? Or if you get attacked, I suppose. By anything, like a mob. But to have more opportunity for like pools of water that you really need to go far out for, you know, and maybe there's I don't know, maybe there's opportunity once in a while you pull out a shark and it attacks you and like 0.1% chance. Jaws comes out and takes you out. Linen cloth? Linen, hey, come on, hey, give me that wool. What's going on? We were doing good with the wool, and then all of a sudden we're back to linen. Some more copper over here. I think Guild Wars 2 did introduce a boat mechanic as well. And I never really tried it out too much though. Like, I think with the places I used it, I mean, it was accessible anyway. It wasn't really that big a deal. Like, it's not like, say, going off the coast here and going over here somewhere. It was just like there was a lake. Like, it'd be like going here. Get your boat and go in the middle of this and start fishing. But again, I didn't use it that much. But I know there was a boat that you could summon in. It's been a while since I played Guild Wars 2, actually. I really did like that. I think it got a little bit too messy with all the mounts. I feel like there was just too many mounts all of a sudden. Like, it wasn't that you choose from a mount, like World of Warcraft, you have one mount, you can choose, I want a horse, I want a cat. It was like, you have this mount, that mount, that mount, that mount, and that mount, that mount, and every single one's like a different button to choose it. And they all had different purposes. And I felt like that just got a little bit too messy. Be nice if you could maybe choose one mount. I guess similar like WoW, where you've got your flying mount, you choose like a... Well, it's not really a spec anymore, is it? Because you can kind of choose them all. You can select all the things, but if it had like a little bit of a spec, I want it to be a little bit fast and dash forward a bit, and it can jump high maybe. Like that first mount they introduced was good. I feel like that's all they needed. That raptor mount. A lot of thrashers. I guess I just got a lot of competition here at the moment. Now, where is it? Doesn't that look like a face? I point this out every once in a while. You got the eyes. You got a nose, you got a big mouth. Right? They made their little hoochie or whatever you want to call it. Little campsite. They patched this all together and went, yeah, that facer, that dude's head would make a good, would fill in that spot nice and well. Let's take the skin off his face. Patch that in. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, while I'm here, I might as well make this. Oh, no, I can't. I can. I mean, it's in the green, whatever. Have some food. There's more, isn't there? I thought there was more on the other side of this. Definitely a face. Just crazy they'd patch it in the middle, top. Well, it has holes there, yeah. They're like peepholes. I need to keep an eye on things. Very, very strange. It's little things like that in the game that I wish I was there. When they would... Either they discussed it, or somebody just snuck it in. Nobody noticed. How do you have that comment? Oh, look, I was thinking on this patchwork here. What about if I put like a face there? Like they rip somebody's face off and patch it. Yeah, that's a great idea. How, are you working on those poop quests? Yeah, I'm doing that too. It's the same guy. Right, I'm going to go over to this area because I'm not finding any. Although there's nobody else here, and I know they're just going to start spawning everywhere, aren't they? Maybe by the time I walk over there, there'll be nothing there, and I'll come back here. Oh, yeah, they're starting to spawn now. Alright, let's take advantage of this. Mongrel over there. One mongrel over there. We can get there before all his friends spawn in. I'm gonna cut you up. Gonna use your face for a quilt. 9 out of 10, and we got the final guy here. Spawned up by himself. Beautiful. All done. Imperial Victus, New Funk, Martin Well, thank you for the follows. Over on Twitch. Twitcheroony. Alright, I'm gonna go. I gotta hand it to you, or do I go back to. I gotta go back, okay. Not to Parker. Okay, so we'll go and hand that in. Then we got 2 quests to hand in, and I suppose at this point I could probably start making the journey over to the Night Elf lands. I'll probably just gun it for the cookbook, but I could always fly back and do a few quests. Can't say no to that copper vein though. So we got to 19 and what, 3.5 bars? Away, whelp. Lap on back. Fly away, live another day.
King's honor, friend.
Deputy Felden listens to your report. There's a sizable force of gnolls in camp there. And from what you tell me, they are tough ones. It must not have been easy for you to gather this intelligence. Well, here you are, Artraxius. We are grateful for your aid. And if you haven't already done so, speak with Marshal Maris and Magistrate Solomon within Lakeshire. Their situation grows ever more desperate. Those two will have need of you, I'm sure.
Light bless you.
7 silver? This guy? Can you believe this guy? 7 silver? Fudge, can you believe him? I can't believe it. And handing in this other quest should give me a lot more space in my bags. We are so very, very full.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. What's up, kids? Get out of here.
Have a good one.
Where'd my gold go? Pickpockets. Knew it. Pretty sure I had 14G. An unwelcome guest.
Hey there.
I still have need 5 pieces of tough condor meat, 5 great gore-tusk snouts, and 5 helpings of crisp spider meat.
Need help?
Well done, Artraxius. Such fine specimens, too. And here is your delicious delicacy known as Redridge Goulash. 6 stamina. Ooh.
Be careful.
Alright. So, there you are. Where? Oh, here it is. So, crisp spider meat, tough condor meat. What did you do with the snout? What happened to the snouts? See, these 2 items, I'll even eat the crisp spider meat. I got no problem with that. But what happened to the snouts? I'm glad they dropped them. I don't want that damn snout in my goulash.
Good day to you.
Alright, so we'll sell.
Later.
No, you don't buy or sell.
Hey there.
Seek out Chandrina in Silverwind Refuge. She can sell you the expert cookbook.
Safe travels.
Anyone ever read what they say? It's interesting, isn't it? Like, it tells you where to go. And I'm pretty sure when I first played, I would have just asked somebody. Anyone know where to get this bloody cookbook from? How do I skill up?
How are you?
Like these guys telling you what dungeons you should do, right?
King's honor, friend.
Are you interested in exploring one of these dungeons? Dead Mines? You've only given me one option. The Dead Mines can be found beneath Moonbrook in the south of Westfall. Join a group. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
Light bless you.
Oh, right. No, it doesn't.
Open for business.
I thought, is it going to pop me into the LFG? Join a group going to this dungeon. This choice will place you in a meeting stone queue. No, it doesn't. What are you on about?
Be careful.
Or maybe that's not working correctly, but that was nice that it's there. Just would be good if it actually
Need
works.
something?
Alright, so, yep, so that's
See
done.
you later.
So he's got a level 23 quest. Yep, so everything else is pretty much up and around here. I'll leave those for now. Let's go back to... You know what? We'll go to Duskwood. We'll hand in that quest. Then we'll catch a ride up to... I guess Ironforge. I don't think I've been further than that. Oh, I can catch a ride. I don't have to fly. I mean, I don't have to run. We went down there already.
Hello.
Take me down south, please.
Have a good one.
So this quest is Messenger to Darkshire. Magistrate Solomon wants you to take a letter to Lord Ebonlock in Darkshire. I require your assistance once again. I've written to Lord Ebonlock. Have you? Where is this letter? Lord Ebonlock, the township of Lakeshire humbly requests the aid of the Night Watch. We are under siege from both the Blackrock Orcs and Morganth's Shadowhide Gnolls. I would not send bidding if our situation was not severe. We await aid from Stormwind, but until such help arrives, I beg of you to lend support. Once the kingdom is breached, all of humanity is in peril. Magistrate Solomon. Poor guy. He keeps asking for help. Everyone's like, what, is this guy crazy? No. I'm sorry. Cannot do. We're too busy. And they just stand there, telling everybody they're busy. Like, what are you doing? What's this guy doing? Nothing. Go over there and help out. Like, at least these people are walking around and looking at this guy's just looking straight. Like Daltrey, what's he doing? Looking at pots. He can lift up a sword.
Greetings.
You appear to have travelled from afar, Paladin. What business do you have here in Darkshire?
Well met.
Well, thank you for making the long journey here. This is indeed important information.
King's honor.
If I did not know Magistrate Solomon personally, I would say the man has gone mad. Send the Night Watch to Lakeshire because Stormwind refuses aid? The Night Watch was formed because Stormwind left us with this foul magic seeped into the land. If I sent my Night Watch, this town would be overrun by evil before the guards even reach the forest's edge. Look, take this letter of response to your master in Lakeshire. He ain't my master, Ebonlock, and you ain't my lord. I serve the light. So now we're gonna go back and say no. What? Ah! Well, I guess you'll have to do it, Paladin. Your Honor, I regret to inform you that the Night Watch is unable to leave its post in Darkshire at this time. Perhaps you were unaware that Stormwind no longer...
What can I do for you?
Send me back north, please.
Safe travels.
Let's find that letter. Back to Darkshire. Where is it? Where'd you go? Where are you, letter? Perhaps you were unaware that Stormwind no longer provides military support in this region. The Night Watch has been formed and trained entirely by the people of the forest in order to defend Darkshire in Stormwind's absence. Without the Watch, the town would fall. I wish you luck with your plight, Lord Ebonlock. Yep. Every single time. How frustrating. Perhaps it was cooked in the snouts? Oh boy, oh man. Snout soup. They plugged up the little holes there. But that can't be. Look at the icon, right? And we all know the icon is exactly what a representation of the actual item. We all know this, right? Every single time. I probably just got to deliver this message and then slowly back away and listen to the sounds of a sword thrashing around. Bookshelves falling over and things like that.
Need help?
Ah, good to see you back, messenger. Shall I inform the Marshal that the Night Watch is on its way from Darkshire? Haha, please.
Greetings.
Oh, by the light! The Stormwind army retreated from Westfall, and the guard no longer protects Darkshire? There is some treachery abound. How could this be so? Oh, I forgot to reward your service, Paladin. Oh, here are some coins. Now, excuse me. Something is amiss in Stormwind, and I must get to the bottom of it.
Light bless you.
Man. Something's not quite right. Now, do we have anything in Stormwind that rocked up? Popped up? No. We are 19 and a third. So, I think at this point we will make that journey. So let me pop on a ride here, see how far north we can go.
Can I help you?
We can go all the way to Lochmadan, which is that closer to... It probably is. Alright, let's do that.
See you around.
So, what we will do next episode is we will go for a journey all the way out to the Night Elf lands. The cookbook will be the end game, but I will probably do a few quests when we get there. Why not? We're there anyway, right? I don't know if we'll actually do all of them, but we could probably do a few, like at least the ones that have taken us down south. So we'll probably do that. Then we'll work our way to Ashenvale and Astronar and beyond to get that cookbook, and then I guess we can go down to Ratchet and grab that while we're there. So that's about it for today. I'm not going to make you watch the entire flight all the way to Lochmadan. We'll just start there next stream, which will be on my Friday at 10 AM. So make sure you're following on the Twitch and you've got your bell on, or just look out for the notification on YouTube. If you'd like to see this series right from the beginning, you can do so by going to the AzerothDan stream archive on YouTube and beginning there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the old like button wherever you are. And thank you to Fishers for the super chat, and to Martin for the membership. And that's that. Hope you all have a good one, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.